and welcome back to another episode of Going Great Runs. In this one, I'm going to continue with the idea of challenging yourself. When you first start off running, like I said in the previous video, get to a plateau. So how can you actually start to increase your pace or get better at running? Well, one of the ways is looking at your form. Now there is loads of people who will say to you about different things you should look for, but how do you go about actually looking at your form? So the best thing to do is if you've got a friend that goes to your local park run with you, cheers you on for instance, get them to video you. You only need to like 10 seconds so video of that you running past, and if they can, you running towards them and from the back. It doesn't take very long, but it needs to be your natural running rhythm. So at a park run or any run that you're doing, if you can get someone to video you, it's a great place to start. Now you shouldn't just go heads in, like looking on YouTube for loads of different things of how to improve your form. There are loads of different ways. Anyone can run is what you're going to say, within reason. But the key thing is, yes, you're correct, but there is a right way and there is a not so right way. There's never a wrong way. If you can get round 5k and you do it, just even getting round, that's brilliant. Okay, so give yourself a pat on the back on there. The thing is, just encourage yourself. But like I said, you want to increase your pace. I mentioned about increasing your distance. This one really is about your form. So firstly, once you've videoed yourself, and you don't have to start there, but that is a good place to start. So you pick out the point that you want to improve first. So for me, it was looking at keeping my chest up straight, chest up. Funny enough, it was actually, I've got to give the idea to someone in my local park run, one of the volunteers, Deirdre. As you go up to the top of this never-ending incline, she's always shouting out chest up and pump the arms. There's two just techniques there straight away. The first one I focused on, because the most common sense one seemed to be to me, was chest up. Now, I've heard the phrase many a times about think as though your head, you've got a piece of string coming out your head, pulling you up, keeping you straight. And that is so true in the sense that if you think about it, just the mechanism of you breathing. If you're hunched over, you're closing off your windpipe. So for me, I do struggle breathing, even now, 7 years on, because obviously I'm pushing it on again as well, but I'm always struggling breathing because I am asthmatic. It's not an excuse, it's just it happens to be something I've got to deal with. So my view was, it's in common sense, keeping your chest up will open up your airwaves, and obviously you will then be hopefully breathing better. And I was surprised what an improvement it made on my running. My times did start to improve. So there's one, like pumping the arms. There's another one. It's again, just mechanics, where the fact that if one leg goes forward, your arm comes back, and the fact that the motion of bringing your arms back and forward is what actually drives your legs. So straight away, you're increasing your stride sort of thing. And then what I noticed was my striding was under 1 metre, but then it started to improve by just pumping my arms. And so there's two ways you can improve straight away, but I would say focus on one at a time and do it over time. And you'll find as well that when you start to tire, if you start doing long runs and that sort of thing, you then got to look back at your form again and make sure chest up, as though the piece of string there. Are you pumping your arms? But the first place to start, if you can, is to video you, because then you'll see what you may be doing wrong. See what other people see, and it is an eye-opener, I tell you. And even now, like yesterday, done a run with friends in a running club, behind two people in front, and I could see just from the two people in front of me, one's running on the toes and one was running flat-footed. Now, if you're running on your toes, which is good for sprinting sort of thing, and there's a lot of people do it, they run on their toes for great big long runs and that sort of thing. But that there really builds up your calves. You must have strong calves to do that, or you're going to end up getting calf pain, things like this. So the thing is, look at your form. You'll find over time, bring your knees up, like kicking your butt as you bring your legs through. It's not just like, doesn't actually mean you're flicking your heels up to whack your bum. It is more a case of you're bringing your leg up in the air to bring your knees up, like knee drive, And what you're doing is then your back of your shoe is actually being close to your bum, your glutes more. So then you're driving forward, and that will extend your length of stride as well. But the key thing is, do not overstride. You must land your foot in your centre of mass, in other words, where your body is up, right? So you'll be surprised. And what it actually is, it's about you're getting air, in the sense of you're in the air longer than what you're actually touching the floor. It may say crazy, but that's what you're doing. That's why your stride is extending. So give it a go. Try to video yourself. See how, looking at how you're running, sort of thing, and think of ways that you can improve your running stuff. Okay. So if you thought this was a good suggestion, then give it a thumbs up. Hit the like button. Blah blah blah. Subscribe. You know what I mean. So see you on the next one.